Can't help but think as well that McGurk's pondering on those missed darts as well, because he just looked in control in leg one, but that composure seems to have gone, and Harrison's now teed up his own break opportunity, and you just get the sense that he won't pass it up.
Yeah, and I feel that Harrison's probably one of only two players who thinks he's really stormed into
24.
finals night. The other one being Mike Gillett.
Game shot on the second leg. Andreas Harrison.
For a 13-darter. Gets the Swede in front, and it's a break of throw. The
Andreas
absolute nightmare start here for Shane McGurk. But double 18 would make it the dream start for Andreas Harrison. Now, that's not a dream. He's finding this tricky, and that's why.
What a dart that is. We saw the angle. He couldn't see any of that bed, and somehow he's managed to plant one underneath the blockers as Andreas Harrison, the favourite before a dart was thrown, seals a 4-0 victory over Shane McGurk and is all but in the semi-finals already. The Super Swede sends a statement as he high-fives the crowd there. As he walks back to the practice room, we see the numbers. He's dominant all over in every aspect going. Coming up after the break, we have our first look at Group 2. Will it be 11 for double 16 or 3 for tops? Looks like 3. It's going to be 2 darts at tops for an early breaker throw. And remember, Mike Gillett hit back-to-back maximums in this game.
Game shot on the first leg.
It's all irrelevant because Kevin Painter pins tops at the first time of asking. It's a breaker throw.
Looking to slot one underneath there. He does it perfectly. Scoring's been brilliant. The finishing is fine too.
Kevin
Painter is strutting his stuff at the Super Series. A 3-leg lead. The artist
fourth leg, Kevin
leg away
first. Game on.
From being pretty much home and hosed in terms of qualifying for the semi-finals.
He's got that horribly wrong, and you can see the frustration written all over his face. He doesn't give much away on the oche, but that is frustration, and it's boiled over again. He's missed 2 big numbers.
2 180s in leg 1.
25.
2 big numbers missed in what probably will be his last visit of the match. And remarkably, after that brilliant start, he hasn't had any more darts at double. Kevin Painter has hit 4 and knocked Mike Gillett for 6. A stunning start for Kevin Painter, who, like Andreas Harrison in Group 1, has won his opener by 4 legs to 0 and put himself in the perfect position to make it through to the semi-finals. Gillett will get another chance. He's going to take on Alex Small later this evening, but Kevin Painter also facing Small. Needs just 1 more leg to qualify. It's a remarkable start to the evening. 2 4-0 wins. Shane McGurk was on the wrong end of one of them, and he takes on Haruki Muramatsu after the break.
To keep his hopes alive. Is that a good guide, or is it too close? Gone the other side. What a dart that is.
The second leg.
Bumps it in off the barrel.
Well, this could be the most significant moment of the night so far. Double top for Haruki Muramatsu.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
That is the leg
Haruki
that confirms
Muramatsu.
Andreas Harrison's place in the semi-finals. The Swede is through. McGurk would have the darts in the decider, but boy, he'd be under pressure.
Game shot on the sixth leg.
He is under pressure.
Haruki Muramatsu.
As Muramatsu looks at 1-2-1. Treble 17 leaves the ball. Bullseye for Muramatsu. Composes. This is to send himself into the semi-finals and knock Shane McGurk out.
96.
Well, is that going to be a key moment at the Modus Super Series tonight? Shane McGurk lost his first match 4-0, was leading this one 3-0, as he just managed to survive an almighty scare.
Game shot
He gets the win. It's not the win he wanted, but it does keep him in contention. And Muramatsu, having missed a dart to go through, is now once again 4 legs away. He will have to beat Andreas Harrison if he is going to progress. Shane McGurk will be hoping that that doesn't happen. It's out of his hands, but he has done his bit with that 4-3 win over Muramatsu. They'll play in a couple of games' time, Muramatsu and Harrison, but before that, Kevin Painter 1 leg away from qualification. he takes on Alex Small. Then he will, with the least amount of drama possible, secure a spot in the semis.
Yeah, Tops.
Game shot on the first
Tops is nailed, and Kevin Painter is into the semi-finals.
Haruki 84.
Remember, doesn't need to go the bullseye route here, so I can just tee it up.
Game shot on the sixth
84
leg.
goes.
Alex Small.
You see the emotion. That's big from Alex Small. He's just trying to get himself going.
Treating it like the most important checkout of his life, despite the fact he's already made it through to the semi-finals. Treble 17 gets the artist an arrow at the bull.
96.
And it whistles past the wire.
Alex Yukar 36.
And I can see in the crowd there, Mike Gillett's wife Tara had her hands buried.
Game shot on the match.
Because
Alex Small.
Alex Small has taken the opportunity. Oh, a little bit of needle up on the stage there between the pair. Alex Small went to shake Kevin Painter's hand, and it was almost a look away handshake from Kevin Painter, and Alex Small took umbrage to that, but it is the Welshman who bags the point in a 4-3 win. But coming up after the break, we return for the final game in Group 1. Is he going to be up or down? Up. Treble 20 leaves double 18. It is going to be a dart at double 18 for Dirty Harry.
Game shot on the first leg.
And that is what he's been doing all week long, Chris. Going to get 2 darts at tops, but is that a blocker? He's not moved. Now one more at tens.
Game shot on the third leg.
There it is.
Haruki Muramatsu.
Haruki Muramatsu leads in this game.
You were talking about statistic maximum. That's my favourite shot in darts. Treble 20, bullseye, treble 13 setup from 181.
I'm with you on that. There's just something about it in that. But Muramatsu's not done yet as he fires in his own maximum.
About 59.
Yeah, 2 for him in this game, but will it be in vain, that one? Because this is an 11 darter in prospect for Andreas Harrison.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
Andreas Harrison. A very, very good darting duel here at the Super Series. 1-2-4 for Harrison. Remember, he's already taken out 116 in this game, and this will be sweet, not just for the Swede, but for Shane McGurk as well. Double 11. Oh,
Game
wow.
shot on the fifth leg. Andreas Harrison.
Dished out by Dirty Harrison. So, to seal the group.
Game shot on the match. Andreas Harrison
tops the Group 1 table, eliminates Haruki Muramatsu, and in doing so, sends Shane McGurk through to the semi-finals here at the Super Series. A pat on the back from Muramatsu for Harrison, who put in a devilish display there. An average of 99.61 for the big Swede. Muramatsu played well himself, but it wasn't enough. No wins for him on finals night. He goes out. Harrison wins the group. Shane McGurk in second. And Kevin Painter's also through, deciding who will join him in the next match. Alex Small takes on Mike Gillett. Well, Mike Gillett's having it all his own way this leg. He needs these kind of legs, doesn't he? Just no pressure. And
Game shot on the second leg.
Mike Gillett. Mike Gillett takes the first small step on that 1,000-mile journey.
Well, it's tops for a place in the semi-finals.
Game shot on the third leg.
Needs the
Alex
one.
Small.
Our semi-final lineup is complete.
Mike Ricard 125.
Firework finish. Bullseye, 25, bullseye. Okay. Treble 20 for tops.
Game shot on the sixth leg. Mike Gillett
takes it to a decider. Mike Gillett squares things up at 3 apiece.
Mike Gillett to win it. And he does.
Game shot on the match. Mike Gillett
from 3-1 behind to win 3 legs on the spin to defeat Alex Small 4-3. It won't be enough to book his place in the final 4. It does mean that Kevin Painter does top Group 2 after that result. You just feel that Alex Small maybe took his foot off the gas when he got to 2 legs. But coming up after the break, we'll have some reaction from what we've seen.
Alex Yukar 116.
We know he's a player that will go upstairs first because it leaves his beloved double 18. Needs a treble. Finds it.
Game shot on the first leg.
Alex Small, and it is a breaker throw. 3rd consecutive breaker throw in this game. 81. And it is his beloved double 18 that bails him out once again. 45-36. The Welshman is back in front. Harrison has dodged a bullet. Can he send us all the way? He's going to get 2 darts. One more at double 9. And there it is. It is punished, and we get a rare celebration from Andreas Harrison.
54.
Options. Treble 19. And another. Oh, wow. Double top. Oh, a wire bender from Alex Small for a supersized finish. And now Harrison will get his go.
20 for tops. One more for the Swede. And there it is. Andreas Harrison is in the final. We see emotion from both players. Alex Small is absolutely devastated. He's missed 2 match darts in 2 different legs to do it. And Dirty Harry is in the final. The Group A winner is still undefeated here this evening. And there we have the stats. 84.08 for Harrison. But we look at it, 3 from 14 was the undoing from Small in that one. But coming up after the break, semi-final number 2. We were talking about, but McGurk coming back at 70, going to get 2 at tops to level us up at 2 apiece. 1 at 10s. Now he's chasing, but he finds it. Gets the celebration from McGurk. Painter missed the dart. Do you know anyone who took that out before?
Heard the story a few times, but didn't do it this way. It might be the Painter way. It could be the way he reaches the final. Double 12 for Kevin Painter to seal the spot in style. A fabulous 138 finish sees the artist reach the final once again here at the Super Series, and he's very, very happy about it. He's going to take on Andreas Harrison in the big money match. Kevin Painter missed loads of darts at double in that game, but sealed it with one of the checkouts of the evening. So the final is set. It will be Andreas Harrison against Kevin Painter. Together the
Andreas
kind of performance he did at the back end of last night. He had 101 average in his last match.
Game shot on the third leg. Andreas Harrison
staying solid, staying strong. It's to break Painter and move to the brink of a win.
Is this the moment that breaks Kevin Painter's heart? It's going to be one more at double 9.
Game shot on the 60.
It's over to you, Andreas Harrison.
2 at tops.
Game shot on the match.
Harrison
and the champion of the Motor Super Series.
Second Swede
Week 7, Andreas
Champions Week
Harrison.
At the Super Series. Harrison gets it won, pipping Painter in the final. The artist had a great week, great respect between the pair of them. A 4-1 success for Andreas Harrison. A nice sporting showing from Kevin Painter, who leaves the stage for the 2nd time at the Super Series, a runner-up. But a big win for Andreas Harrison. A 4-1 success, average of 94.37 in the final, but the finishing is what's got him through all week, and the finishing is what won him the final. 4 out of 7, that's 57% on the doubles, and it is a brilliant win for Andreas Harrison. He defeats Kevin Painter in the final. It's a fantastic display, a 2nd Swede for the Super Series Champions Week. It's a 4-1 win for Andreas Harrison.
Andreas Harrison, you just say to me, you're shaking, you just can't quite believe what you've just achieved, but you've just won a weekly title. You're about to pick that cup up. Just sum up how you're feeling right now.
Everything. yes, great.
Just talk through the week, just talk through the night. Have you got any words at the minute? Because I imagine you're just on cloud 9 at the minute.
Yeah, I'm not the guy who talks, but fantastic. Yeah, I love being here. It's fantastic.
But I tell you what,
but doing this is, great.
I tell you what, you let your darts do the talking, Andreas, all week long. You came up with so many clutch finishes, so many big ton plus checkouts. When it mattered, you just managed to find a way this week.
Yeah. I was so lucky in the semifinals. It's great to be with Anton in the finals weeks. Yeah, fantastic. I don't have the words.
How big is this getting in Sweden now? Because Anton obviously became the first Scandinavian player to win a week. You're now going to join him from Sweden through 2 Champions Week in a few weeks' time. How big is this becoming in Sweden? How big a story is this going to become in Sweden?
Yeah, I think it's quite big, yeah. Not so many dart players in Sweden, but I think it's great.
I've got to ask about the shirt because it says on the back of it, "Do I feel lucky?" You're more than lucky. You were excellent this week.
I feel really lucky this week. Many games I feel so really lucky. Got one chance and put it in. Yeah.
And in terms of what you've done in your career, in terms of the things that you've won and some of the things that you've achieved, where is this on that list of things you've done?
I don't know, maybe, but now it's one of the greatest. Absolutely. For this moment, it's the greatest.
And just quickly, right, I hear a story that a few friends came down to see you tonight. There they are. I hear that you heard absolutely nothing about this. Some friends that came over, and obviously it's not a short trip over to Portsmouth as well. So, like, that must have been a huge surprise to you. That give you like an extra 5%.
Yeah, walking in and see those guys. Yeah, I love them. Fantastic.
And they love you, and I think they're going to love what you're about to do as well. I'm going to take that microphone off you, Andreas, and I'm going to let you have your moment to step forward and hold that trophy aloft. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner for the week, Dirty Harry himself, Andreas Harrison. And all of his friends taking photos on their smartphones, lapping up this moment. One more, they say. And I don't think we're gonna take the smile off your face. Well, Andreas, I'll let you go and celebrate with a trophy in hand. Ladies and gentlemen, Andreas Harrison. Many congratulations. Thank you so much, Andreas. I'm going to bring Phil Bars in now to talk about what we've seen this evening. Well, he has been, from the first start, the standout player, and so perhaps it's no surprise that he's lifted the trophy tonight.
No, he was favourite for a reason coming into this evening. His Group A campaign was absolutely sensational, only losing 3 games, 45% on the outer ring. But then tonight, he has just been so consistent. It's been incredible. Yes, he dodged a couple of bullets in the semi-final, but they'd have been big bullets because it was on the end of big combinations that, yes, Alex Small created those opportunities, but overall, the best player this week has won. And that doesn't often happen. But look, the Super Swede was nothing short of magnificent.
We've spoken so much about great Swedish players over the years, but are we looking at a new generation of Swedish stars now? Are we looking at Sweden possibly as a new territory to flourish within the sport?
Yeah, not just Sweden, but that whole Scandinavian region, the Nordic and Baltics. We've seen Anton Uzlan go and do great things on the Euro Tour. Andreas here. It's a springboard, and hopefully the other young players in those regions will see what these guys are doing and go, I want a piece of that. I can do that. And then it's another area for darts to flourish because we see pockets all over the world. Poland, America's on fire at the moment with the CDC. But the more areas we can get playing darts, the better it is for the sport, the better it is for us here at the Super Series. It's just a joy to see.
And if Andreas and Anton, for example, can carry on the form they're doing here, do that on the Euro Tour perhaps on a more consistent basis, could we be saying in maybe 2-3 years' time, Sweden may be on a Euro Tour calendar, for example?
No reason why not, because we've seen there's a market there. And it's all about growing and developing those markets. And if we can get more Scandinavians coming here to the Live Lounge in Portsmouth, that's only going to benefit us. It increases our reach as a product, as a brand. The more eyes we can get on the brand across Europe, across Scandinavia, America, New Zealand, Australia, that benefits darts and us.
And just a word on Kevin Payne. He's going to be bitterly disappointed tonight, isn't he?
Yeah, look, it's never nice to lose in a final, and Kev will be absolutely gutted. But from where he was on Thursday night to getting to the final, there are huge pluses for Kevin, and I'm sure he can take that into the seniors stuff that he's got coming up as well. And look, I'm sure he'll be back here to play as well. But it was just one bridge too far because Andreas's consistency, leg on leg, was just too much to handle.
We've had good fun tonight, haven't we?
It's been a great week, just not tonight. The whole week has been superb, from 9:30 on Monday morning to here now. Loved every single minute of week 7.
Shall we do it again soon?
Monday, yeah?
Yeah, we'll make it a date. Right, do join us Monday morning, 9:30. And what a week we've got for you in week 8, headlined by the likes of the WDF World Champion Neil Dove, Alex Spellman, one of the stars of the CDC Tour. But as far as week 7 is concerned, Dirty Harry was just a little bit more than lucky. He was the sharpest shooter from Sweden. Bye-bye.